detention of Dennis Miracle Abuajima. As you are aware, this is a person who was returning from outside to the country, and the insanity of arresting a person returning to the realm is something that has become a hobby of the NDs. So from Saturday up to this time I'm speaking to you, he has not been interrogated to even ascertain the reason why he's being detained. And we find it unacceptable, and it is against Article 14(2) of Ghana's Constitution. Indeed, they have been to this Iyoko place on numerous occasions, and it has become their modus operandi that anytime the government is pushed the wall, they have to divert attention by arresting members of the new Patriotic Party. But it is not something that is going to discourage us as a political party. We know their tactics. And NPP as a political party will not budge. And I think it's hard time the NDC revise their news and adopt a different strategy. But having said all this, let us understand, you media men around, that we are not asking you to come to our defense. We are not asking you to speak on our behalf. We are not asking you to sympathize with us. All that we are asking you is to take notice of how the NDC want this country to be governed. And power, we say, is transient. Power, we say, is transient. And no condition is permanent. I will send a word of caution to appointees of this government that they should be worried for tomorrow. They should be worried about tomorrow. You should be worried when there is a change of government. Because with what is happening, the arbitrary behavior of state institutions, coming up with flimsy accusations and arbitrary detention and arrest of members of our party, when the table turns, you should be worried. It is not something that we hope for this country. But with what is happening, NDC is leading the way that this kind of behavior, total disregard for the fundamental human rights of people, is something that has come to stay. And I'm afraid, and I am afraid for appointees of this government, that power is not transient. But when the table turns, I don't expect you, the same media, to come and accuse the NPP government. Because with what is happening, if all of you accept that is something that is right, then when something is right, you continue with it. You don't change it. It is a shame to our democracy. It is a shame for the struggle that all of us have made, that our forefathers made, to bring this country to this point. That the NDC government, under His Excellency John Mahama, want to take us backwards. But we know that with all that is happening, there's a hidden agenda. An attempt to divert attention from what the president is seeking to do by seeking for a third term as president. He doesn't want Ghanaians to talk about it. He doesn't want Ghanaians to comment about it. So therefore, let's throw in something that will divert attention. But Mr. President, you cannot be Mobutu Sese Seko of Ghana. You cannot be Idi Amin of Ghana. The constitution is clear. 2 terms is 2 terms. So it's not these antics that will take our mind from what the government wants to do by extending the tenure of the president. So if this is what they think they can do to divert attention, then they have failed. They have failed woefully. The new Patriotic Party is a strong party. We have men who are very resilient. They are men who will not be coerced. But all these tactics of intimidation, and I can assure you that we shall bounce back in 2028. But when the tables turn, appointees of this government should be very worried. Thank you.
So do we know his whereabouts now and an update on bail conditions?
Well, as it stands now, the even interrogation has not started. Interrogation has not even started. From Saturday that he was detained up to date, there has not been any interrogation. So the question you ask yourself, then what was the purpose? What was the need of keeping him in custody from Saturday to today? What are they seeking to achieve? What are they seeking to achieve? And the sad thing is, all issues that are happening, all the arbitrary arrest detention is happening at Iyoko. Where are the other state institutions? Where are other state institutions? You keep a man from Saturday evening. You deny him access to his lawyers. And today is Monday. Very soon, the 48 hours per year. Put anything any afro and anything editing. About now, over 3 hours. Almost have the probably entry and lawyers are here. Now, you present me for now a wood year courses. A bra Saturday. Obi a want to cry next we're done lower bunny club. Now we'll do airport. Now yet chin, say my name coffee. Now yet not better you cook one. And the lawyers in your access to him. Now, idea why yes so yentimin can't train. Me no say, 48 hours no enter a better. So yeah, to me say Ghana, your constitution chapter 5, a car about fundamental human rights now. Abawi I imagine say on fine nedjuma. If you say idea cost so hana, it tells you say you then man the person the yeduma, nebum to me a kakabensem and the person amount for who say be to me and no end this for you. The one said Iyoko for a should release the Ababon. In fact, it's a disgrace to our democracy. It's a disgrace to Iyoko as an institution. Sebi, South politics are this 4 years. Assembly pan neck mat to be a trouble just to paint a different picture. Sebi, they should go above that. No Matia says, Sebi, baby, a man your dreams. Sebi now grow and they so with. As the branch here, but not say crat and moi. Moka say, Sebi, Wakwadi Sika, war refunding. What has that got to do with miracles? I'm watching. I won't see mine. So more pretty happy channel, so ya will be. And if I want to refund it, the miracle, just a miracle if I want and I could find it. Me wants so miracle as some more kaya you want without to make. It has nothing to do with a branch and I'm watching. Now, no matter cost winning honor, or my I can tell you say it's part of their playbook. Almost to an end is quite to say so person man penny Mahama, a quarter theft. Now, and now say Omun say Ghana for M so the dear Beckham was 70 and the Sadia Yen Shas here and NPP for more about Mitzimakasa. And nothing miracles. I know it never show her. But for my, I can assure you, they can keep him today, they can keep him tomorrow, they can keep him for 1 week. But I know will not break here NPP for. And now they are being put at them, and now they are being to my Casabwa, I say him. Senipano, Sebi, on more corner, cause you young castle about corner. And on there, now going to say, we're Johnny. Ample, say the old 2 crown, I'm also money 2 crown crowd. I'm your investigation, bra. And the Kasebi, a transum, Kanyasa room. Or be our 2 crown wall band crew. And I'm watching. Sebi, Nansa bend the room. Or be our 2 crown. Wall band crew. Wall band crew, no, but be our person of Freddy Bian, or person to Freddy Bian, or Beba. Or Bedunu Kroma, or Siacho. una go show kuku. Say the why ye is watching no crime because young country. That is a kind of democracy under NDC under John Mahama Ghana for witness. O my menu adin komo bis every pray. Me catch us say mre we ye nin kasa. Me can say no condition is permanent. Na me kasa no more ya. Me wura homa NDC appointees. Me wura homa omo sebi omo ye adwuma under this government. Say a check on Africa. E den aban beses. Ye trust aboni bia to a one share December 7 2028 no. NDC appointee e baka test of one paper omo charge sheet from Pambra. If it's a normal cost no omo to no man for e din omo yen. Yes o yam ko dan no da. It your young ones it yam. Abodi en kan do achi a osago na ede. Omo ya hwe han na mama Roman acha ene Europe for and air busy state power. Now, Oma Mayor will say 2 million the power, don't pay be out with the. But that will not be the case.